What's going on, folks? Hope you are enjoying your Wednesday. Hope you've enjoyed your Wednesday. And hope you're looking forward to Thursday because that means we're another day close to the Florida Classic. But also, welcome to the Run Gun Podcast. I'm JPeeps.
I'm Ace.
And as you can see, he still is where we last left off with him. And
you're funny.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's the end of the Hawaiian
vacation.
Shirt. Yeah, literally. I've been slapped with reality here recently. God. That was a fun night, though, I will say.
I thought that was one of our best episodes ever.
It was. We had a live studio audience and everything like that. And then
we had multiple guests.
Yeah. We had multiple guests. You finally met the bug.
The bug had an accurate prediction.
Yes. You finally met Hendrix. Face to face.
Well, not face to face, but
Yeah, like you finally saw him. And then what else also happened? We finally met our young fan, Bert from Canada.
International show.
Yes, exactly. And honestly, I will say too, before we roll the intro and stuff, and by the way, we got a nice lineup again tonight too, guys. It's Florida Classic Week. A lot of stuff's happened and everything like that. But the one thing I will say too is, because he's only 9. His mother came up to me the day I was leaving the hotel and was like, "Oh my God, you made my son's day. That was amazing. He enjoyed that. He literally thought he was a little celebrity walking around the resort and everything the whole entire time." And I was like,
"That's what it's all about."
It really is. It's like Disney World.
Hey, Cancun.
So I mean, hey, look, it was good that we could make someone's day. Y'all don't go anywhere. The intro's next. We got a good one lined up for y'all. It is going to be awesome. So don't go anywhere. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JP.
This is the Bug.
This is JC.
This is Flash.
This is Jimi Hendrix.
And you are listening to
And you're listening to
the Run Gun Podcast.
Awesome. So let's get this, return home show on the road. So, as you know already, it is Florida Classic Week. I think this is really like your first Florida Classic, really checking in with it. So, yeah, FAMU checks into the FCS polls. Coaches poll actually number 25. And this is the second time in the last 2 meetings FAMU will walk into the Florida Classic ranked. But also, and I'm giving Ace a little Florida Classic history here. FAMU leads the series 50-24, but FAMU also has lost the last 9.
I think that's going to change. I mean, we've already seen some up top people making fools of themselves up in Central Florida.
Wait. Say that again. What?
I said we already seen some people up top in Central Florida making a fool out of themselves, the DeVos.
Yes, they were. And that also
and I'm a Magic fan. I hate the DeVos.
Hey, honestly, you're not the first one to say that.
There's a lot of people who hate them. That's why I said that. But yeah, let's keep going.
I present this question now for America.
Yeah.
Y'all comment in the comment section. YouTube, the comment section works. Twitter, the comment section doesn't work for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I know it's weird. It's weird. But, honestly, I look at this and I say to myself, what's it going to take? It's simply put, it's going to take, honestly, the team that usually scores, 31st in this game tends to win. And the team that honestly runs the ball better and doesn't turn the ball over tends to win this game too. So I mean that's it right there. That's part of it. I'll go further in depth on Friday. So check in on Friday.
Yeah, those breakdowns are all over the place. They're not a fixed day and time because they never play on a fixed day and time.
Dude.
So you always got to keep that announcement going. But yeah, I mean, given how FAMU was playing last week, I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be – I don't think it'll be close. I know it's Florida Classic, it's always generally probably close, if I'm not mistaken. But the way how Bethune's been playing this season, I won't be shocked if it doesn't get ugly. But FAMU finally had a good game this last week, given that they've been playing down to their competition a couple weeks before. But this week, I think they're going to do like how they did last week and put the foot down early and go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, you love to see something like that finally. And then the thing is, too, that's scary about it is when you listen to like Willie Simmons' show on Facebook Live. I know you're young and you don't have Facebook Live like the rest of us dinosaurs. But like when you listen to when you listen to the wide receivers talking about, this is the first time in a while where all the receivers are healthy during Willie Simmons' 4 years there. And then this is the first time where it doesn't feel like game 11, but rather it feels like game 5 of the season. It's like
be fresh.
Exactly. I'm like, how healthy are y'all really? And and the thing is, too, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shoot to the next topic. If you want to go to the FCS playoffs, win this one. Because now it just comes down to how bad do you want to go to the postseason?
Mm-hmm.
You can spend Thanksgiving in one of two places. You could spend it around the dinner table with your family, or you can spend it on the road because you're likely going to get the last spot. You can spend it on the road going somewhere to play a football game.
I'd take the second. Because sometimes you got a lot of family drama going on at that dinner table.
Exactly.
But yeah, you want to get into this topic about the Isaiah Land debate? Because I mean, I've seen this stuff on Twitter going off, and I'm like,
oh, please,
we need to have a chat. We need to have a chat about this one. Or you want to do it, or you want me?
Oh, you go ahead. You talk about it.
Well, I mean, they were trying to say how Isaiah Land ain't like one of the top, or if not the best pass rusher or defensive pass rusher coming out for this year, in the state of Florida. And some FSU fans were trying to say how they have their guy over on that side of the tracks that's better, and that how Isaiah Land doesn't play up to the doesn't play the quality competition of the ACC. Which, I mean, let's be real, the ACC this year has been garbage, and FSU's lost to Jacksonville State, but we won't talk about that. And they allowed another team to plant their flag on their field, unlike Southern. Southern said, nah, that ain't happening to us. But I mean, yeah.
I respect Southern for doing that too.
Yeah, I got no problem with Southern doing what they did. But I'm like, they're trying to say Isaiah Land ain't gonna be all that in the NFL, and I'm like, well, you gotta just look at Darius Leonard came out of South Carolina State. I mean, even a Khalil Mack came out of Buffalo. Buffalo's not a big school or anything like that. They don't play a lot of quality competition, if you want to say. But I mean, one of the best.
You want to know something about it? What's crazy? Khalil Mack was supposed to go to FAMU.
Did not know that.
It's a lot of drama there. Why he didn't? It's an old administration. But go on.
Wow, I kind of forgot where I was. I'm serious, I kind of forgot.
Well, I'll pick up then, I guess. But I'm with you. Honestly, to say someone doesn't play the same level of competition that's stupid. I mean, dude.
If that's your basis of argument, that's kind of a weak argument.
Exactly, because that literally carries no weight anymore. Because honestly, you can make a name for yourself and come from a D3 school.
I mean, look at Cooper Cup, East Washington, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the same level of football as FAMU.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Cooper Cup right now, I think he's on track to break Moss's records.
Yep, he's already got 1,000 yards.
Yeah, we're only in week 10. They're on their bye week this week, but still, especially with the Rams looking as pathetic as they've been on offense the last 2 weeks, I won't be surprised if they throw it even more.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go back to Jackson State. You want to talk about them, or you want to talk about Alcorn and their?
Talk about this right here.
Oh, yeah, we want to talk about Grambling.
Dude, what do you make of that?
It's kind of early.
Honestly,
I would have waited. I mean, Grambling hasn't been that hot this year. Like I know we were talking about this for the homecoming game. Remember the preview for that week?
Yeah.
We were talking about, like, you were saying how they're not that bad. I was looking at the schedule. Like, this is just kind of like a down year. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you would have fired him this early. I mean, it's like still like 2 games left in the season, but still, right. I mean, if it's just like a down year, like, don't panic like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, look, they weren't going to beat Grambling. They weren't going to beat Southern. I don't think. I thought Southern had a better, more physical team than them. I didn't think that, like, they were all that. But I felt, honestly, like, at least give him the Bayou Classic to coach it. And then whatever happens there, then you cut the cord. Because, I mean, honestly, like, he has a good track record. He accumulated an insane amount of talent before the transfer portal became a thing. He won a Celebration Bowl, multiple Western Division titles. He won multiple SWAC titles. Like, it just wasn't right. It was messed up, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, let's.
And there's another guy out too in college football. They fired Virginia Tech. He got fired too. I don't want to go to the D1 just yet, but I was thinking about it.
But we'll get to it.
We'll get to that one.
But I want to talk about that Southern Jackson State game before we move on.
All right, let's hit it.
Crazy. Southern literally led 17-0 at one point in that game, and then blew it and lost 21-17.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Jackson State's got some serious talent on that side too. So I mean, it's not not overly shocking that they came back, but you know.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, again, it goes back to what we said a month ago. The 2 best teams in the SWAC played each other week 1, Labor Day weekend,
and I called that game right.
Yeah, like. Dude.
I mean, that was a 1-point game with like 7-6.
Exactly. Like, literally 1 point decided, like,
who won the SWAC East almost.
Who might win the SWAC, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think Prairie View's better than either team. They're just big because they're from Texas, and everything's bigger in Texas. But,
oh, yeah. Well, no, I'm not saying that. Never mind. Keep going.
You're mean.
No, I'm not.
You're mean. But yeah, I mean, look, I do think that, honestly, it would be quite it would be quite right to say, honestly, you know, Jackson State goes off to the Celebration Bowl, wins the Celebration Bowl against South Carolina State, who already won the MEAC. FAMU goes over here to the FCS playoffs, probably wins a few games there, hopefully, and not a one and done. Like, it would kind of be telling, like, look, both these 2 teams were the best teams in the regular season, and they're still putting in work in the postseason.
Yeah. I mean, both teams got some serious D1 transfer talent coming in, and just recruitment talent overall coming in Jackson State. But I mean, ain't Dion, he like in a wheelchair still?
Still in a wheelchair, still working.
But he needs to focus, like put on some blinders, and he's gonna kill himself with that. But we won't talk too much about that.
I know, I agree with you, but I will say this before we move on to the NFL. Look, there is an arms race going on between Jackson State and FAMU to accumulate talent. And the rest of the SWAC better get ready, because if they don't fully adapt, they're going to get left behind.
But I mean, if you want to talk about one more thing before we go, is we got to talk about like the progression of McKay from week 1 to now.
Dude, oh my God, yes.
I just wanted to throw that one out there. I thought he played pretty well against Arkansas Pine Bluff, but like compared to like how he was, I think he got benched for Junior Meritovich, if I'm not mistaken, after week 1, or he get hurt. I can't remember, but he had a rocky start. Yeah, he got off to a rocky start, and then he comes out and throws 5 TDs. This week, you got to be like, that's some serious progression right there. So shout out him.
And then the scary thing is like he still has time to keep growing, because he was a baseball player in high school. So that's why his releases, he could just flick it and it'll just go 50 yards.
Little Kyler Murray-esque. Just go.
It's so scary. And he's only going to get better. That's why I'm like, dude, criticize the man all you want. But look, if he continues to grow, and then you factor in the fact that if this man is able to slay a dragon that not even Ryan Stanley or Damian Fleming or no quarterback's really done since Austin Trainer in 2010, that says a lot about him. And then don't let him not lose to Bethune Cookman during his career as a starter. That's even more telling.
I just wanted to say that. But let's go.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm with you. But, yeah, let's keep it moving, man. So the NFL. We got the NFL here. So
season's wild.
It really is.
I mean, you could have took the 2018 Saints or the 2019 Chiefs, and they'd probably go undefeated in this NFL. Though, like the way how this NFL is just like, I don't want to say like the talent's so evenly divided among everybody, but it just kind of like every given week someone's gonna like a top team's gonna probably lose, and you're like, what?
Oh yeah, dude, I agree with that.
Like some teams you can understand why they're losing, but some teams you're like, wait, why are you losing to this? Like, why are you losing this game?
And you know something? I said that about the Saints when they lost to the Falcons, and I said that about the Bucks when they lost to Washington last week. It was just so confusing. I'm like, what's going on?
I watched the Saints Falcons game, and then I watched part of the Falcons Cowboys game, and I'm like, how the did you lose to the Falcons? Literally, how? How did you lose to this team?
I'll do you one better.
I mean, they had 7 drops in the first half, but like, still, how do you lose that game?
I'll do you one better. How do the Steelers tie with the Lions?
Mason Rudolph's trash.
That's true too, but my God, like you have.
They had 2 fumbles in overtime too, and it was raining, so. I mean, you got to have ball security in that matter anyway, but still.
But even still, at some point, you got to give the ball to Najee.
Najee, not Najee. He doesn't like it.
Whatever. Oh, God. See, like, now, he done made a little money. Now we got to say his name a certain way.
I don't know. That's what he got mad at ESPN for that nonsense.
Oh, please. But, I mean, look, just give the ball to him.
I mean, the offensive line's still garbage. I mean, look at the center. It's not there like 30 feet over Rudolph's head. Yeah, I don't know if he's used to hiking it to Roethlisberger, who's like a twin tower, like a tower.
That's partially to do with it, but I mean, that's no excuse either. And honestly, it's quite pitiful to hear that from the Pittsburgh Steelers, given Pittsburgh's long history of dominant offensive and defensive lines.
I mean, their defensive line was dominant. Well, no, never mind. They were dominant in the fourth quarter. They were trash the first 3 quarters. Sorry. Yeah, they got gassed. They let DeAndre Swift get, like, if I'm not mistaken, he got almost 140 yards. Yes. I think he was almost like 140. And then you had Jamar Jefferson. He got like a 40-yard touchdown before he got hurt. And then you had this guy, I can't even say his last name, get a touchdown too. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with the Steelers?
Yes, that's crazy. Because and then the thing about it too is like a team like Detroit should not even be on the field with Pittsburgh.
Well, Detroit did give the Rams a run for their money too. Remember? The Rams almost beat Detroit. I mean, Detroit almost beat the Rams.
And I say that about the Rams too. Like, there's no
The
excuse.
Rams are overhyped.
There's no
Did you
excuse.
see George Kittle just make Von Miller look like a undrafted free agent linebacker?
Yeah.
I mean, Von Miller, no offense, he looks kind of washed right now.
He looks lost. That's the other thing too. Odell Beckham. Oh, Jesus. Like,
How long until the video comes out from his dad?
I just want to know, like, well, look, I believe early in the game there was a post route he ran, and I think he just stopped and he got intercepted.
Oh yeah, he stopped.
Yeah, see, I knew I wasn't crazy. Yeah, he ran a post route and he just stopped, and then it got intercepted, and I was like, this is gonna be a long game.
He does his own thing, kind of, if you notice now.
Dude, he went out to it's like the bug said. He went out to LA to go be with Kobe, not Kobe, R.I.P.
LeBron.
I'm sorry for saying that. I'm
LeBron.
sorry.
What Crip? You went to go hang out with Crip. We'll talk about that in Hot Topics. You gotta run. I have a joke set up for that one. But we'll get into that one later.
He went out there to go hang out with LeBron and all the movie stars and stuff, dude. Like, dude, like, you're not. Who are you fooling? And then also too, like, you factor in the fact that Cooper Kupp is the star wide receiver on that team. You're not getting more catches than Cooper Kupp. You're going to attract attention because of who you are.
No, who your name is, not who you are. It's what your name is. You haven't done anything since 2016.
Yeah, really.
He hasn't done anything since 2016. It's just a name at this point.
Really
since Eli, he hasn't done anything, ironically, since Eli. And what was that guy's name? McAdoo.
Ben McAdoo, yeah.
Before Ben McAdoo.
Yep. I agree with that. That's true.
All right, let's talk about this Bucks, man. What's going on with them, man? What's going on with that defense and offense, frankly?
Injuries.
On offense? The only guy you're missing on offense, if I'm not mistaken, is Brown and Gronk.
I was talking about defense. Offense, though, yeah, those two are missing. And then, honestly,
That's a luxury, but because you still have two all-pro receivers.
That's true, too. That's still no excuse.
Y'all can't complain about y'all offense because we won against the number one seed in the AFC without Kamara, Thomas, and Jameis. And don't have a tight end. Don't have any receivers. No offense, Callaway and Deontay.
My thing is this. When I see Mike Evans running wide open up the seam for a touchdown and you don't throw it to him, but you throw it to Leonard Fournette underneath, like, that makes me question a lot of stuff. Like, what are you seeing? I get you're the greatest of all time, but what are you seeing? Because you got to be able to hit that like now. And then the other thing too is can we please stop making it all about the uniforms, where the Bucks are always wearing white on pewter and saying like, oh my God, they lost in those uniforms.
Didn't they win their Super Bowl in that uniform?
They did, but see, but they won their first Super Bowl in the red and pewter. So
this is as dumb as a Saints fan trying to say the black and black. And the black and black is their statistically best record beside the color rush.
Yeah, see, this is why I'm like, it's so the only time that argument is really valid is when the Cowboys wear their navy blue uniforms, because for some reason they always tend to lose in those uniforms. But like, see, can we stop making this about uniforms?
Uniforms don't have to do with how they play.
Exactly.
Really beside the color rush. For some teams, that ugly green for Seattle.
The thing I was always told is this. You make the uniform doesn't make you. You make the helmet doesn't make you.
You just put it on. You ain't really.
It doesn't
make you have some superpower.
Exactly. It does not have some type of superpower effect that determines what you do. It really doesn't. But let me ask this question for you before we move on to the next topic tonight.
Man, the NFC South's wide open.
It really is.
I really don't. No offense, Cam, but I don't really think. I mean, McCaffrey will be the one making them a contender, not Cam, because you realize they lost all their games when McCaffrey was out.
That's true too. I agree. You're right.
So I mean,
but then they got Chuba Hubbard behind him.
No offense, Chuba Hubbard, but you ain't McCaffrey. McCaffrey, different breed.
I can agree with that. I
mean, Saints are just like hobbling their way through right now. You have the Bucks hobbling through right now. And the division probably will come down to Saints probably going to lose. It's going to come down for probably the next month. Who's going to win the South. Because the Saints are going to be probably dead after that if they don't get their act together because they have 3 games in 11 days.
Well, I mean, look, it's either Eli Apple or Trevor Siemian you start.
Eli Apple.
I mean, oh my gosh. What's his name? Oh my God.
Eli.
I can't believe I did
Taysom Hill.
I wasn't even going to say Taysom
Or
Hill.
Ian Book.
Ian Book.
It's not even the quarterback is who's playing bad. That's the saddest part about it. I mean, Cesar Ruiz, man. If you ask Saints Twitter, bro, they so mad, me included, that they took Ruiz over Ayuk, Higgins, Pittman, Claypool. We're kind of mad because this guy's a bum. He got Drew Brees' ribs broken last year, and he's gotten Simeon. He cost them points. Troutman's been a bum. Like that 2020 class, man, it is bad compared to 2021. Let's keep moving. Let's talk about the Packers. I'm mad about the Packers. I'm mad Aaron Jones got hurt. I dropped A.J. Dillon in fantasy for a quarterback because Kyler was out again.
How did he get hurt?
Yeah, 1 week without Dillon. I go 1 week without Dillon on my roster, and I lose him on waivers because Jones gets hurt.
How did he get hurt? I was in the air coming back home.
Sprained MCL. Got tackled.
Ooh.
But he's only out 1 to 2 weeks, but still. That'll be 3 weeks because of the buys. So.
Understandable.
And when he comes back, the Packers are going to be in a committee. I can feel it. He'll come back and they'll be in a committee because Dillon's going to get a crap ton of target workload, and he's garbage in pass protection, but Matt LaFleur has an obsession with him for some reason. But let's move on to college football. I'm ranting.
You're good, dude. You're good. Get it all out. So the one thing we got to talk about here is, the third college football playoff rankings came out, and it really was no change.
I don't think there was a change in the top 7.
Not really. See, a lot of people are wondering still, though, why is Ohio State at number 4 and why is Cincinnati at 5? That's the question on everybody's mind.
Just wait till Oregon loses.
But who will they lose to is the thing.
They lost to Stanford. I don't even know how they're number 3.
Oh, yeah. They lost to Stanford.
I don't even know how, because they beat Ohio State is the only reason they're number 3.
I know. It's crazy. And then Ohio State lost to Oregon, which honestly is why they're there. But see, the other thing, too, that I've said about Cincinnati is like the
you
reason
had USF hang around.
Yeah, they let
that
USF
was funny. That was hilarious.
And see, the other thing, too, is what did they do? They let Tulsa hang around. They took Tulsa down to the last minute.
Last play.
Yeah, last play, literally. Like, that's inexcusable. So, for the people saying that, like, Cincinnati needs to be
They need to run over SMU.
They need to run over SMU. They need to run over the rest of this regular season. They need to go into the American Conference Championship. And they need to run over who's there. And then they need to pray to God that
Oregon or Ohio State loses.
Pray to God Alabama loses.
No. You've seen the playoff, Cooney. If Alabama loses, they're still going to get in at 4.
If Alabama loses, they'll have 2 losses. It's going to be hard to keep a 2-loss. It's going to be hard at that point to put a 2-loss Alabama in over an undefeated Cincinnati, I think.
I mean, they like the playoff committee completely forgot that they lost to an unranked not Mississippi State, Texas A&M. Yeah. Well, they weren't when the original. They were unranked when they played Alabama, and they were unranked when the first thing came out.
Oh crap! You're right. That's right. Ooh. Yeah. See, because honestly,
they kind of forgot about that game.
Look, hey. Committee's got to do. They got to do better. But honestly, I mean, look at the same time. It's about the money. It is about the money. because they want to get the best matchups with the best fan bases that are going to draw the most money and sell out the cities.
I mean, they already have Michigan over Michigan State, and Michigan State beat them convincingly. Not convincingly, but the last quarter they beat them convincingly.
That's true. And then my thing, too, is you have a one-loss Oklahoma State team floating around out there, too, that, honestly, if chaos does ensue, it's a possibility Oklahoma State could get in. Can't forget about them either.
Their probation's only their ban for the playoffs is only basketball, right?
Yes.
I know they got banned from one of the playoffs. I can't remember if it was both or just one, but that's kind of BS, though. But whatever.
Look, Oklahoma
NCAA is kind of messed up.
Oklahoma State just floating around out here, waiting on chaos or more chaos.
Well, they need Alabama to lose. They need Michigan State to lose to Ohio State, then Ohio State to lose to Michigan, and Michigan to lose one of their whoever they're playing. And they need Oklahoma to also lose, and they need somebody else. Oklahoma's already.
Yeah, they lost. Oklahoma lost to Baylor.
Baylor's like number 11, though.
Yeah, but see, look, if Oklahoma State can win Bedlam, that takes Oklahoma out of it completely.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. They'd be 2 loss anyway, so yeah. Oklahoma fans are weird. They were calling for Caleb Williams earlier in the season, and then they were calling for Spencer Rattler in the middle of the Baylor game.
Now they want Spencer Rattler back?
No, they were calling for him during the game, and then he came in for a little bit, and then they were getting blown out even more. And then Caleb Williams came back in, and they started to come back, but it was too late. They're weird.
They're so spoiled. I will say there's one team, though, that I wanted to ask this question down in Cancun, but I couldn't. So I want to ask it now. I want to talk about this.
They lost to somebody.
They lost to UNC, but they're still 9. They're still ranked 9th in the country.
Oh, then they got a shot. They would probably have I don't want to say they have a higher shot to get in before Oklahoma State, but it's like 90% likely they'd get in before Oklahoma State if they both went out.
Dude, honestly, I asked this question to a friend of the show, Jaquez Green. I asked him, I was like, if Wake Forest wins out, does the ACC get a team in? And they play Clemson this weekend, so we're going to see. But if Wake Forest wins out, do you put them in? And he's saying not likely. But I don't know, dude. Like I said, it goes back to what Curb Street always talks about. If you get chaos,
Curb Street. Curb Street. You just call him Curb Street?
I said Herb Street.
You say Curb.
I'll go back and listen to it. Look, I've had a long week.
That's all right. That's good. I'll give you slack on that.
But, yeah, I mean, honestly, if there's a lot of chaos that ensues, Wake Forest could get in. Wouldn't surprise me. This would be crazy if they did, but it wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, right now, I do feel like if they play their cards right and they keep winning and they hold off Clemson and they win the ACC, I think that they do end up in, I believe it's the Peach Bowl. Is a playoff?
No, Peach Bowl is the playoff game.
Okay, Orange Bowl.
Pretty sure Peach Bowl is a playoff game this year.
Yeah. Because I know it's the Cotton Bowl this year, too. So it's the Cotton Bowl. Oh, no, it's the Cotton Bowl and the Orange Bowl this year.
Okay, so it's orange or peach. I get mixed up with all these. There's too many fruit bowls.
Cotton's not a fruit, though.
Orange and peach are.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
I know cotton's not a fruit. I'm talking about the other two.
You're right, but yeah, honestly, I could see Wake Forest getting the Peach Bowl because it's not a playoff site. If they do get left out and just get a New Year's 6 bid, so
yeah, they probably get a New Year's 6 most likely.
It's possible.
I won't be surprised if they keep Oklahoma State and Wake Forest out, they'd probably be the New Year's 6, like the Peach Bowl.
Right. And one last thing before we do move on.
Let's talk about these.
I want to talk about Stanford putting up 50 with Swamp.
I want to talk about I was going to talk about the I-75 team.
The what team?
I-75 team.
Oh, Florida?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never in my life. The fact that you had to win by a basketball score against an FCS opponent, this was almost a Georgia Southern situation. That's pitiful. You fired the man that was giving up too many points, and then you went out there and you played a worse display of football on defense. Explain
Yeah, friend of the show, Steven, I was asking him about that, and he said he wasn't on fire now, but he'll come on Tuesday to explain about that more. And then I got another guy, maybe, for the week after to see what the hell they got to say. I just want to see these Florida fans just like, they look like they're in so much pain right now. I just want to see it. Because they're probably going to lose to FSU.
Honestly, if Florida State finds a way to win out, and it comes down to the Florida game, going to Gainesville to get into the playoff. Wait, is it in Gainesville? No, it's in Tallahassee. I think it's in Tallahassee.
That's why I said Florida's going to lose.
If it comes down to that and Florida, dude, oh my god.
All they got to do is hand it off to the redshirt guy. What's his name? He's like a redshirt junior or senior. I forgot what his name is. The running back for FSU.
Oh, Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin. Ty Corbin, I think his name was, right?
Dude.
I can't remember his name, but yeah. All they gotta do is just like do the LSU playbook. Let's run the counter run all game.
And then see, one of the crazy thing about it is that game, nobody's gonna expect Florida State to win it.
Oh no, Gators fans expect them to win it.
I mean,
Gators. The guy I was gonna bring on for the week after, he said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be shocked if FSU wins." And I'm like, okay, I'm not expecting that, but I guess they finally realizing their defense is ass. I don't know.
Dude, look, I just can't get
Speaking of upsets that no one will see coming, how's our work on getting friend of the show, Chris Terrell on from Spectrum Sports for that USF UCS game?
I will reach out to him.
Let's do that. I really think, given that how USF's been playing against ranked teams when they're ranked when they play them, they haven't been playing that bad.
Right.
So I mean, if they play, all they gotta do is work on their play calling in the fourth quarter. But I mean, if they get that straight, I mean, they might beat up UCF without Dylan Gabriel. And
possible. Honestly, a lot of people have been saying if Dylan Gabriel's back healthy, why would you put him back in?
Nah, don't risk it.
It's very risky. You're already eligible for a bowl game.
Yeah, broken clavicles are kind of weird to deal with. So
exactly, like
that shoulder is big. Don't do that to him. You want to talk about Auburn and their patheticness, or it's not even a word, but whatever.
You pulled an Atlanta Falcons. You were up 28-3 on Mississippi State. Mike Leach in Mississippi State. And you still managed to lose at home.
What's Flash's favorite line? Bo Nix ain't that guy.
He didn't even play.
Oh.
I think he was hurt.
I didn't even watch the game. I didn't even bother with that game, to be honest with you.
I saw the highlights. I don't even think Bo Nix even played.
I got me wanting to check that. I'm gonna pull Hendricks actually. I'm gonna do my some research.
While he talks, while he finds that, look, it's crazy. And the other thing too that was crazy was the Florida State finish too. While he finds that, I've never seen a game end like that with Florida State. But I got to give kudos to Florida State.
Bo Nix did play.
Oh, he did play?
He was 27 of 41, 377, 2 touchdowns and a sack.
That's why. 27 of 41.
Okay, so they were up 28-3 in the second quarter.
Yep.
28-10 at halftime.
Yep.
They scored 6 points the rest of the way.
Yep.
Right. Mississippi State scored 13 and 20, respectively.
Sounds about right.
Let's see. Run for a touchdown, Bo Nix. Yeah. He did all his work. 6-10 in the second quarter. They were up 28-3. And Mississippi State scored a touchdown before halftime. and that's all she wrote.
Pitiful. That's pitiful.
I did my research.
It's all good, but yeah, that's pitiful, Mississippi State.
Yeah, that's
pitiful Auburn. But let's slide on now to the hot topics.
I'm just no, not this way. I don't even know which way it is anymore.
You should have just spun around in the chair, honestly.
I don't think I'd be able to fit. Yeah, I won't fit.
Oh, I was gonna say you had the moment, and then like it just like went away.
The moment has passed. Let's move on.
But I know you wanted to talk about this, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. This is because it is next week is Thanksgiving, so we're gonna.
I was gonna save that for next week actually, because it'd be Thanksgiving Eve, but we could talk about it now, I guess.
We could do best Thanksgiving dish next week. Well, we're gonna talk about
let's talk about the pie. I do actually mostly cake. Actually, I just bake a cake myself. My chocolate cake for Thanksgiving, I bake that. But we always like buy a pie because like nobody can bake a pie. We don't know actually how. I've never actually baked a pie. I've only baked cakes, but
so you did all that talking and talking about oh well, this pie is this and this is all.
Hey, all right. I've had my aunt who bakes the pie. All right, I don't bake the pie.
Okay.
All right, chill, dude, man. All right, take it easy over there.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What I gotta go ahead about? I don't know. I just said you trying to throw out pecan pie so fast. I'm like, geez, take it easy there, bud.
Sweet potato pie is the end all be all. I've actually made sweet potato pies before, so I know how good it is.
I need to have some of yours then, because whenever I had it, it's not been that great.
Have you ever been to Big John's over on 40th Street?
40th? Oh, Big John's does it?
Yeah, they make sweet potato pies.
I'm gonna be over there anyway next week.
Go for it.
Give me an idea over there. All right, I'm gonna take you up on that. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna be over there anyway, Monday or Tuesday. I'll go check it out.
A good sweet potato pie, you put it with some milk, put you right to sleep.
All right, then I'll see what it is. Well, one thing I'll go about the pecan pie is I like the crunch of the pecans on the top. That's what I like about that. It's not like just like soft. It has a little crunch in there.
Understandable. I will say that's always a pie.
I don't like the gelatin part. That gelatin part is like a little too sweet to me. But the crunch part and the crust, that's where you gotta hit it.
I feel that.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. Like, don't dismiss it so fast. You know what I mean?
I will give the credit where it's due. The pecan pie is always the second pie on the table for me at a family Thanksgiving. And traditionally, it always has been. Apple pie, most Americans associate that with 4th of July for some reason. Well, they do. I don't.
I've never heard of that.
I've heard of that. 18
years, I've never heard of that once.
I've heard of that. Believe me, I've heard of it. I don't know.
4th of July for me is just grilling some ribs and mashed potatoes with some pasta salad. We just make that and we call it a day.
I'm gonna say this for my folks. Juneteenth is my barbecue day.
I can feel that.
There you go. Fire up the grill on Juneteenth, have some drinks, and relax. Boom. But
all right, let's talk about some fireworks, shall we?
I'm gonna ask this again.
That's the fireworks, actually.
I'm gonna ask this again.
That whole place is burning down.
What was it last? It was 4 days without an accident last time I checked.
Well, 4 days was like Sunday or Saturday, but by now it's probably like 10 days. So far, I don't know who's up next on the crap list of the Raiders.
I mean, Deshaun Jackson just got there, and he hasn't complained yet. But they did lose to the Chiefs, and I wonder what his mindset is now.
I mean, he decided not to score a touchdown for some reason. And he like turned around and fumbled it. But I mean, he could have. I don't know if he thought that the corner would have caught him so fast, but like he could have went probably the entire way if he didn't stop.
Dude, honestly, with him, he is just so much about himself at this point that it's like he cannot be satisfied.
That's Odell.
Yeah, like, dude, like, honestly, like, if you're just gonna jump from team to team like Fitzpatrick, like,
Go ahead and hang out with Fitzpatrick in Washington.
he
You were
wasn't.
actually pretty good. He was good with Fitzpatrick. That was the Fitzmagic era.
He was, but after a while, it fizzled out. And my thing is now like this. It's like, dude, you're ring chasing. Like you tried the ring chasing thing, and then it didn't work out for you because you didn't want to be a team guy. You wanted to be the star of the offense. So it's like
He gets hurt. He gets hurt after one play of being the star on the offense.
I hate to be that guy, but it's like you need to just go ahead and retire. Like
your buddy Shady already said he done. Shady couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, like dude, you're ring chasing. It's not working. And then like
Shady did it twice actually. McCoy did it twice. He was with the Chiefs and he was inactive, and then he did it with the Bucks and he didn't even play much.
Because Shady is a team guy, is a team player.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun is not. And it's very, very obvious.
Well,
the other thing too is I don't know if it's safe to recap it, but do you want to recap this trip to Cancun before we get out of here for the night?
I mean, sure, let's go. It's a hot topic anyway.
I will say, well, honestly, we got to say congratulations to Hendricks for tying the knot while we were in Cancun. So congrats to him. The other thing too was, I guess you could say, this is where I wish Ace and Flash could have been there. Because honestly, the all-white party was amazing.
The all-what party?
The all-white party.
Did I hear that right?
Yes, everybody wore all white.
Okay, I thought it's.
And we sat in VIP. If you'd have been there, honestly, I feel like you would have been like on the staircase, twirling your shirt in the air and going crazy. I feel like that would have been you, and we would have had to like carry you back to your room.
Are you sure that wasn't you? I feel like that was you.
You know what? I will tell you about my end of that when we get off the air. That was not me though, but for those of you that are wondering.
That's not FCC regulated. We're not FCC regulated. But that would probably be not good for on-air kind of stuff. All right, let's talk about some. Let's just do stardom or sit 'em, or are we done with that?
I mean, if you want to hit on it, you can. Otherwise,
I don't really. I'm at a crossroads with my team anyway. I'm trying to debate in a league if I should trade Tyree because all my running backs just went. All right, I'm gonna get myself hurt. So, I'm literally starting J.D. McKissick and Mark Ingram this week. I have nobody, which is why I'm debating if I should trade Tyreek Hill and go get some guys to fill up all my holes.
Right.
I know. Fantasy's been a wild one this season. All these guys dropping down. What we got?
We got some breaking news. Florida A&M just released their uniforms for the Florida Classic this weekend.
Let's see them.
Oh my God.
Clean. Very clean. All green with the white.
All green uniforms.
And white helmet.
The white helmet with the green face mask.
Oh yeah.
Snap. And I'm gonna actually bring up a very interesting omen that a lot of people don't know about. The last time Florida A&M wore all green, or the last
no. You can't go contradict yourself now. Not the uniforms. Have nothing to do with the uniform.
You know what? You got me. I'm not.
You can't do that. You can't do it.
See, you did it. Now you got me going. I'm not gonna give it to him anymore. I was gonna give it to him. I'm not.
You can't go contradict yourself now.
I can't. You're
right.
right.
Become Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless. You're gonna swear what you became what you swore you'd not, or whatever it's called. I forgot the phrase now.
This is why I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
You almost did it though. I saved you from that. I saved you from the dark side.
Yes, you did.
That's sports media.
And you see, I thank you for that. because I almost slipped. I was climbing and then I almost slipped. But see, you brought me back. You brought me back. You did good. But yeah. So that's the uniform combination for Saturday. Look, hey, that's a clean look. I wonder how long it took them to decide with that, but that's a clean look. I like it. I'm looking forward to this now. Like I'm battle ready. I told the bug honestly. I was like, look, since you're just chilling for the whole week, you might as well just go over to Orlando now. From Mexico, go straight to Orlando. Just relax.
Oh, he's still in Mexico?
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's not. He's back at home where he needs to be. Hendricks made it back home yesterday. And
with the bride.
Yes, he did. So it's all good and everything like that. So, folks, that's
we need to have Hendricks on to talk about those Ravens. We didn't talk about them tonight, but we should have talked about those Ravens for him. But I mean, well, we got a couple minutes. I mean, if you want to do it, I think we have a couple minutes, like a minute.
You want to talk about the Ravens?
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, what the hell happened to them?
The entire congregation of Baltimore that was in Cancun was very disappointed. I'm just going to leave it at that. I can't tell you what was said and what was done.
On air?
I can't tell you on air.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have one set of breaking news, and it's kind of like a thank you. We hit 100 subscribers over the last week and a half. So
105.
105. Thank you for
Give yourself
clarifying.
a round of applause.
Thank you guys.
Look, yeah, we really appreciate y'all. Y'all are what makes it go, man. Y'all
be a friend, tell a friend. It's only up from here.
Exactly.
That's our motto.
Do is like it says right there. You know, we're gonna keep on climbing. Honestly, I think I will honestly say this before we get out of here. When we first started with Ace and Flash on here, we were
at like 40 because I became the 41st subscriber, I think.
We were at 40 subscribers. And between, what was that?
August was our first episode of Last Give.
Between August and
November.
What was it? November 10th, really? We've climbed to 105. So what is that? August, September, October, November. In 4 months, really probably less than that. We climbed to 105 subscribers. So, I mean, honestly, look, let's keep on climbing. Let's go bigger. We've already gone international.
We have international listeners. We can't say America no more. Got to say North America until we know we have listeners in like Europe or South America or anything like that. We'll still
listeners in South America.
Who? Mexico ain't South America.
Oh, I was gonna say it felt pretty close given that tropical climate. Honestly, you didn't feel it. See, if you'd have felt it, it'd been like South America. But yeah, y'all get my drift.
All right, but yeah.
Thank you so much, folks. You guys have been awesome. If you're going to the Florida Classic this weekend, stay safe. Stay safe. But also, too, remember this. Before you go to the Friday Night Battle of the Bands, make sure you tune in. Or while you're on the road to Orlando on Friday, make sure you're tuned in and listening. I can't give you a promise of what time it'll be, but it'll be going down on Friday. So definitely tune in, give it a listen. It's going to be an interesting talk. It's going to be a little bit of everything, players to watch, talking about the March 100, talking about the chances of who they might match up with if they win and if they get in the playoffs. So, yeah. But yeah, Ace, you got anything?
I mean, I think we got everything. Be a friend, tell a friend. That's how we go. Yeah, Last Gives On comes back Tuesday, I think, at 8 o'clock.
Awesome. And then the Running Gun Podcast Season 2 finale will be next week on Wednesday.
Already? Oh, yeah. That's right. We close out for Thanksgiving on Running Gun. Who knows? Maybe Flash will take my spot back. I don't know. I kind of have fun on this one.
Hey, look, dude, you don't have to go anywhere. If you don't want him to come back, he doesn't have to come back. Stay right here.
Yeah, we could do. Maybe we'll just do a 3-way. Never mind. I came out wrong. You know what I meant. Sorry, let's call it a day. I'm done.
Good night, America. Y'all take care.